Weren't we doing merch messages?
No, we're doing topics.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we're doing topics.
What topic are we doing?
I don't know. Who cares? Stack Overflow users rebel against the site's OpenAI deal. This is hilarious. This week, Stack Overflow announced that they would be adding an OpenAI integration, feeding past user contributions to ChatGPT, as well as using that information to train AI without consulting their user base. Many users responded by deleting or adding protest messages to their past posts. Stack Overflow staff have reportedly responded by suspending those users en masse, then reverting those protest posts to their previous state. Oh, dang.
Wow.
Stack Overflow seemed to have a negative attitude toward generative AI previously, banning answers written by ChatGPT just last year.
Oh, I mean, they probably still have that stance because we know the whole thing where when AI feeds off of its own data, it gets worse. So they don't want generative AI answers on their site. They just want to sell their site to AI. That makes complete sense to me. You should also just consider stopping using it. I'm sure there's alternatives. But dang, that sucks.
What are the alternatives?
No, really.
Do you guys know?
Stack Overflow has been like the thing for a super long time. But this is how you spark competition. So I'm sure somebody will figure it out.
Man, Heroi says nothing.
I'm sure someone will figure it out.
Yeah, Reddit, but that sucks too, and they're definitely doing the same thing.
They're doing the exact same thing.
Bruh.
I wonder what you do because we know on-site ads are making effectively nothing these days, regarding like money-wise.
Yep.
And this type of crowd is just going to be blocking them anyways.
We've got a really interesting video coming on de-Googleifying your life. Emily was working on it, and it's pretty cool, but it's surprising how many of the alternatives are going to cost you a monthly subscription.
Yep.
Like
there's search engines that you can use that don't track your stuff and they just cost money.
But are super cool, and you can like determine your own page rank and stuff and like set your own priorities and have no ads in them. And
I've been thinking about going to a paid search engine for a while.
You should watch the video.
Yeah, I will.
Yeah, Emily put a lot of work into researching it.
This is actually pretty cool. I'm excited
We covered browser, we covered search.
Browser too, yeah.
We talked about DNS. We talked about, what we're trying to think of what all of the de-Googleify. We talked about email. So
because you can rage about being the product all you want, but if you're getting the thing for free, there's going to be some value harvested somewhere.
Yeah, you don't have a leg to stand on.
And one
that
problem
was the trade-off.
One problem is that you don't completely avoid it by paying for things. That's one of the big steps why I haven't done this yet, is like, okay, sure, I'm paying for this service and you're claiming these things, but what happens from you changing that? What happens this company from being sold to somebody else and now they own it? Like, what if Google buys this random browser company and now they have all their data? These are hopefully things that I can get some amount of information from the video, so we'll see. But like, yeah, it's interesting, but it does get kind of expensive to replace all the free things with things that cost money. And these are ongoing services, so it's almost certainly going to be monthly subscriptions.
Yep. Oh, 100%.
Not one-time buy.
100%.
So,
and like in theory, you could self-host. And we talk a little bit about a Google Photos alternative that you can self-host, which is super cool.
Even that has costs though.
But there's a lot of things that even if they don't have a cost, don't make sense to self-host. Like email is one that we brought up as something that you can, look at the look on his face, the physical pain.
As someone who runs services, like, please. The amount of times, and I've tweeted about this a bunch of times back when it was actually Twitter, but the amount of times that I have developer applications, especially when it comes to infrastructure stuff, and they apply and they use a custom email, and I go to respond to give people interviews, and the custom emails just get tossed because deliverability issues, whatever else. It happens way more than you would think. And from people that think they know what they're doing.
Yes.
The amount of times that people will include a personal site. This one sucks because I recommend that people do it. Seriously though, check if it works before you send in your resume, please. The amount of people that include a personal site on their resume that doesn't work. It's like, bro, or like the domain expired. I've ran into that. Like it would be better for you to not include it on your resume if the domain has expired
than to include it and have someone click a dead link on your resume. It just looks like you didn't care.
But people have a non-insignificant amount, at least over, like we're talking double, maybe triple digits of people have lost interviews here because their custom domain email server thing didn't work, or they typed their email wrong.
Brutal.